Death planning is always a very pantang or morbid topic. But the truth is that it's always important to make arrangements while you still can, because no one knows what will happen tomorrow. Heck, I don't even know what Thai fan dish I will order tomorrow. And the risk is that if you don't make arrangements right now, in the future when you are no longer around, your loved ones may face several issues, such as not knowing how to manage your investments, not knowing where you keep all your assets, and not knowing who gets to inherit what, which oftentimes may lead to arguments and disputes within the family. We don't want that, right? That's why in this video, I will share 3 important things that you need to do to prepare for your end of life, so that your loved ones will know what to do when you touch wood, no longer around, or are incapacitated one day. Alright, the first and probably easiest thing you need to do is deciding who gets your CPF money through something called CPF nomination. The reason we need to do this is because our CPF savings in our OA, SA, MA, and RA, as well as CPF Life premium balance and discounted Singtel shares do not form part of our estates and can't be included in our will. Though, take note that stuff like properties bought using our CPF savings, payouts from the Dependents Protection Scheme, as well as cash and investments under the CPF investment scheme are not covered by the CPF nomination, yeah? But can you not make a CPF nomination? Sure you can. However, in that case, CPF will let the Public Trustee's Office handle who gets to inherit what under the intestacy laws or Muslim inheritance certificate. And the downside is that you won't get to choose who gets to inherit what, and the public trustee will also charge up to 2.4% admin fees to help you do this. So it's always better to make a CPF nomination, yeah? Now, there are 3 types of CPF nominations available. By default, cash nominations will be chosen, where the nominee gets to directly receive the CPF monies in cash. However, in special scenarios, you can also opt for the enhanced nomination scheme, where the nominees receive the CPF monies in their CPF accounts instead. And for parents who have children with special needs, they can opt for the Special Needs Savings Scheme, where the CPF savings are disbursed to their children every month. Next, CPF nomination can be done online or in person at a CPF branch. For online nomination, it's a lot more convenient, but you will need to find 2 witnesses for this, both of which can't be your nominees. Need to find 2 witnesses? Yes, this is to ensure that you are sibei calm and sibei willing when you are making the nomination. Besides that, you will also need to prepare your SingPass, your nominee NRIC, mailing address, and email address. And the 2 witnesses also need to prepare their personal info as well. Once you are ready, just log into CPF. At the top right, click on Account Services, CPF Nomination, make a nomination, then just fill in the info. Take note that for online nomination, you can only add up to 15 nominees. If you wish to add more, you have to do this in person at the CPF service centers. Once you have done the nomination, your witness will be notified via SMS and email to witness your nomination. They will then need to log in within 7 days to confirm the nomination. And if everything is okay, CPF will then approve the nomination and you are done. So simple. However, if you are unable to find 2 witnesses, no worries. You can just do it in person at the CPF branch, and the CPF officers will be your witnesses. But before you head down, make sure to first make an appointment at least 1 day before visiting them. And remember to bring along all the necessary documents. Okay, here are 2 things to take note of regarding CPF nomination. 1, you can update your nomination whenever you want. And 2, if you get married, your CPF nomination will be revoked upon marriage. So you will need to redo it again, yeah? Next, before we move on, I want to introduce to you this website called My Legacy Watch, which was created by the Singapore government. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. I just want to let you guys know about this because this website is super useful. Here, you are able to key in important information that's related to estate planning, such as CPF nomination, will, and even funeral plans. After that, you can then choose who you want to share this info to and when they can access this info, whether it is right now or after your death. Not just that, you are also able to upload all your important documents into here, such as your IC, your marriage cert, and so on. You can even key in info of your bank accounts, credit cards, insurance, investments, online accounts, devices, properties, and so on, so that when you pass away, your loved ones will know exactly what you have and how they can access it. Also, here's a good tip. If you want to make things simpler for your loved ones, what you can do is share all your account login info to them. Personally, I'm using this password manager called BitWarden to store all my username and password. So what I can do is just share the master login to this account, and whoever has it will then be able to log in to all my accounts. However, some people may not like this because the passwords are stored online on their servers. So one alternative is to use an offline password manager called Keepass, where you get to keep your own password file anywhere you want, like iCloud or Dropbox. Quick pause. If you are looking for the cheapest broker to start your investing journey, check out Interactive Brokers. It has the lowest fees for stocks, ETFs, options, and more. Not just that, Interactive Brokers lets you easily research stocks. Like, you want to check out companies' financials? Here it is. You want to check out analyst ratings? Here's a bunch of them. It even has free technical insights which tells you where the stock might possibly go next. So sign up to Interactive Brokers today, and let's get back to the video. Alright, once you have settled your CPF nomination, the next important thing that you need to do is to create a will. As they always say, where there's a will, there's a way. And in this case, a will is basically a written document that tells your loved ones how you want your assets to be distributed after you have passed away. Not just that, you can also use a will to appoint a guardian to take care of your children when you and your partner are no longer around. If you wish to seek professional help to write a will, most will writing services will charge you around $200 to $500 to write out your will. But if you just need to write a simple will, both MoneyOwl and OCBC have a free will writing tool that you can use. And just in case you are wondering, yes, even though it's free to use, the will is still legally valid as long as you and two of your witnesses are 21 years old and above, have the hard copy version of the will, everyone signs the will in each other's presence, and the witnesses cannot be beneficiaries or the spouse of beneficiaries of your will. So within the free will writing tool, you will need to fill in your personal information, appoint executors to carry out the wishes of your will, specify who will get to inherit your assets, specify all the assets that you wish to pass on, how you want them to be distributed, as well as any other instructions that you wish to be carried out. Once done, you will then need to print out a physical copy of the will and sign it together with two other witnesses. After that, make sure to keep the physical will in a safe place. And most importantly, let your executor know where to find your will, because later you hide your will too well, nobody can find it, then GG liao. Again, one way you can do that is by heading over to My Legacy Vault, where you'll be able to enter in the basic details of your will, who are the executors, where to find your will, as well as choose who and when you want to share this info to. Also, make sure to review your will every once in a while. This is to ensure that your schedule of assets are updated and it aligns with your current situation. Typically, you may want to review your will at least every 5 years and after any major life events, such as separation or divorce. Alright, the next thing that you want to do is something called a lasting power of attorney. Basically, with a lasting power of attorney, or LPA, you get to appoint someone that you trust to help you act and make decisions on your behalf should you ever lose the mental capacity to do so. So this includes things like your financial affairs, your property affairs, and most importantly, your personal welfare. Now, there are two kinds of LPA, LPA Form 1 and LPA Form 2. In general, LPA Form 1 will grant the donee or the person that you appointed to act on your behalf general powers with basic restrictions. For most people, LPA 1 is more than enough. But if you need a more customized LPA, you can go with LPA Form 2, which will require a lawyer to draft out. Provident has this video which goes through the key differences between LPA Form 1 and LPA Form 2 and what are the things that you need to take note of, which you can check it out up here. Also, take note that from now to 31st March 2026, Singapore citizens can do up their LPA Form 1 for free, after which there will be a $70 fee to do so. So, to do a LPA Form 1, first head over to the LPA website, then click Apply Now, then just fill in the information as requested. You will then need to appoint a donee who is 21 years old and above and is someone that you trust. Specify what the donee can act on your behalf, such as treatments, property and affairs, residential property and cash gifts. After that, you can also appoint a replacement donee if you wish to do so. And once everything is done, your donee will need to accept the appointment. Next, you will need to go find a LPA certificate issuer to certify your LPA. Usually, this will be a doctor, lawyer, or psychiatrist. And of course, there will be a fee, which ranges anywhere from a few $10 all the way to a few $100. There, the certificate issuer will help you review your LPA, and you will need to use SingPass to sign digitally on your LPA, and you are done. Again, you can upload this information into My Legacy Vault. So those are a few things that you can do to prepare for your end of life. With this, you will be able to make sure that your loved ones know what to do when you are no longer around. Anyway, like, share and subscribe, as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.